Hello everyone and welcome to the course Technical Communication KAS 301. I am Sugandha Mittal, Assistant Professor English in Applied Science and Humanities Department of ABS IT College of Engineering. Today we are going to discuss lecture 17, and in lecture 17 I'll be talking about methods of presentation, impersonal, interpersonal and various others. So before going forward here, before going to the outline what we are going to discuss in this particular video, before this I'll be talking about the previous video that I have released, and what we discussed in that, we had discussed that what is the meaning of public speaking and what are the different methods and techniques of public speaking, what are the different qualities that a good speaker has. Also we talked about the importance of public speaking. That is very important for all of us. Now, in this video, we are going to talk about methods of presentation. So methods of presentation we will be discussing about impersonal and interpersonal communication. And also audience participation, that quizzes and interjection. So that is also important. So we are going to cover two small topics in this particular video. Let's move forward. In the methods of presentation, number one, we are going to discuss about impersonal, and the second one we are going to discuss about is interpersonal. Also, what is the difference between both of them? Now, impersonal communication is based specifically on the social rules. Gradually, I will make you understand what is impersonal communication. Right now, just think कि ये हमारे social rules पे depend करता है. What kind of work we are doing, what kind of like a doctor is a social role, nurse is a social role, teacher, all these are social roles. जो हम role play presentations करते हैं, so हम social roles पे base ही करते हैं. Impersonal communication वहाँ पे involve होता है. So impersonal communication is based specifically on social roles. Here, example is the communication between a sales representative and a potential customer. So the customer has his social role and sales representative has his own social role. Here the manner of communication is formal. It's quite formal, whereas sometimes it could be informal as well and superficial. You are not going to establish any relationship between you or any relations like that, family relations or friendly relations, but it is a quite superficial talk just pertaining to the product that you are giving, or if it is another role, then the services that you are providing, like a restaurant waiter or the customer, right? It covers topics necessary to instigate a sale, या तो कोई sale हो या similar transaction हो. So it's just for that, not procuring for any relations, not building any relations. Here in impersonal communication, what kind of I have talked about different domains. So let us read and let us understand what is the role in impersonal communication. People here are not acquainted with each other. They don't know. They are not friends. They are not acquainted with each other. They have just met just for a sale to be successful. People are not acquainted with each other and the conversation is quite general, right? Context. What is the context of this? Conversation is not detailed, instead grazes over a subject. It is not detailed just about the subject. Subject could be buying or selling any product. Treatment, person is treated as acquaintance. Now if we talk about the people involved, people are just acquaintance. We met today, I made a sale, and then nothing else. We are not in touch with each other, or I do not want your personal details to be there unless my service and my products are related to that. Here the dialogue use is less expressive. You're not more expressive as compared to interpersonal communication. And the feelings are not involved. Definitely, when you're just meeting, you're meeting only for a sale to happen, or just for that similar transaction, or it is just a one-time affair, then there is no point of engaging the feelings in it. Now I have listed an example Occupation of being a financial advisor is often accompanied with impersonal communication, with conversation usually being limited to business. Or you are not going to maintain your, you're not going to establish your relations beyond work. In case you do that, then it comes under the heading of interpersonal communication. Then it does not remain impersonal communication. However, a doctor often involves more personally, or you can say personal communication or in-depth relationship with the patient. इनफैक्ट इफ यू टॉक अबाउट होम्योपैथी, तो आपने ये देखा होगा कि काफ़ी बार आप डॉक्टर के पास जाते हैं तो ही टॉक्स अबाउट ऑल द डिटेल्स कि एट व्हाट टाइम यू स्लीप, एट व्हाट टाइम यू वेक अप, व्हाट काइंड ऑफ फूड यू ईट. सो थोड़ा सा इंटरोगेटिव मोड में होता है व्हेन यू आर रेफरिंग टू डॉक्टर, बिकॉज ही इज ट्राइंग टू टेक आउट द डिटेल्स. तो जब मोर इंडल्जिंग अफेयर हो जाता है, मोर इंडल्जिंग कन्वर्सेशन हो जाती है, then that comes under the heading of interpersonal. अब हम बात करते हैं इंटरपर्सनल कम्युनिकेशन की. इंटरपर्सनल कम्युनिकेशन बहुत बारी हमने बात करी हुई है, लेकिन फिर से आई विल टॉक अबाउट इंटरपर्सनल कम्युनिकेशन. It is a process by which people exchange information through the use of verbal and non-verbal messages. And it includes ability to listen and understand. Problem solving is involved, decision making is involved, and personal stress management is also being, stress is being busted by having an interaction with others, right? Like a psychiatrist, if you talk to that person. Now, what are the uses of interpersonal communication? It helps to give and collect information. It influences the attitude and behavior of others, whereas in impersonal communication, we are not intended to change the behavior or attitude of others. Whereas in interpersonal, it could be involved. Form contacts and maintain relationships. Main difference between impersonal and interpersonal. Make sense of the world and our experiences in it. Express personal needs and understand the need of others. Make decisions and solve problems. Anticipate and predict behavior and regulate power. So these are certain uses of interpersonal communication. Now for more clarity, I have differentiated between interpersonal and impersonal. Interpersonal is an exchange of information between two or more people, whereas they are common in the business market, where personal relationships and emotions are not required to complete that interaction. Here, the area of study and research that seeks to understand verbal and non-verbal marks to accomplish a number of personal and relational goals. So, आप verbal और non-verbal दोनों clues के use करते हो to get to a conversation, because ये थोड़ा सा more relationship building conversation है. Whereas impersonal की बात करें तो it is less direct methods of communication. हम email, social networks use करते हैं, या फिर हो सकता है face to face करें. Interpersonal communication takes place between people interdependent who have some knowledge about each other. So I also have something to talk about, you also have something to talk about, and we are interacting with each other to establish our, or to enhance our relationship, to further add on in our relationship. Now, this type of impersonal, this type of interaction allows people to make statements, only statements. They are talking superficially, ऊपर ऊपर से बात कर रहे हैं. They may not make if the other person one is in person. Agar may not make if the other one is in person. So the other person is required to interact, and it is quite superficial talk. Now I have given examples. इससे आपको ज़्यादा अच्छा क्लियर होगा कि interpersonal और impersonal का difference क्या है. Interpersonal का जैसे interpersonal communication एक father और son की बातचीत. So that comes under the heading of interpersonal relationship, and you talk, the feelings are involved, you know each other, and you are interacting with each other. The conversation between teacher and a student, imagine you know me, I know you. So in that case, we can have a better understanding of the content. A signed conversation between two friends in a meeting at work where they can't talk. So it is about two friends. Whereas if we are not talking about friends and we are just talking about business entities, then it would come under the heading of impersonal communication. Now, examples of impersonal: interaction between a salesman and a customer. Someone receives an email with publicity. Like nowadays, you must be receiving various emails regarding to different yojanas uh, established by the government. So आपको government से भी काफी सारी mails आती है, तो it's just for publicity. It is an email wherein public interaction is not involved. Then ordering food at a restaurant. So आप अपने waiter से या फिर hotel manager से आप वैसे relations नहीं establish कर रहे हो. Your only task is to give the order, and his is to take order and give the food to you. So specifically आप अपने अपने roles में जो है establish हो, defined. Now I'll be talking about audience participation. Audience participation में presentation ज़्यादा interactive बन जाती है if audience participate in it. और few tips है that ask audience a series of questions. आप audience को involve कैसे कर सकते हो अपनी speech में, अपनी presentation में. You ask audience a certain kind of questions so that they get involved. In fact, अगर किसी का ऐसा हो रहा है कि interest lose हो रहा है, in that case you can grab the attention of the audience as well. So keep audience engaged with your presentation. Involve these things also, that you ask certain questions to the audience so that they answer and get involved in that. It becomes interactive. It is not one way. You are not only speaking, you are involving others also in the speech. Use variety of sentences. Now voice modulation, changing of sentences, length also matters when you're talking about you're making your making your presentation more interactive. Now you can crack a joke. Now it should be not be a filthy joke. You should take care of the content that you are saying, the words you are speaking. So cracking a joke depending on the situation, what kind of situation, what kind of presentation, what kind of audience is available, can really help you if your presentation is going quite dull and uninteresting. You can ask audience to repeat information. You can deliberately pinpoint somebody or ask somebody that what did you understand or what did you learn from the particular speech. You can add videos, audio visual aids always add an element to the presentation. You can use different props to make your things understandable. You can use proper modulation of voice where it is required to raise the volume, you should. Where there is requirement to lower down your volume, you should. And kind of voice modulation should be there to make people energetic. If you'll be monotonous, you won't be helpful for it won't be helpful for you to make your presentation very effective. So that was all about methods of presentation. I hope you enjoyed, you understand what what we discussed. Now only one video is left, and that of this particular unit, which will tell about modes of presentation. So students, if I conclude the whole video, आज हमने क्या सीखा है? What we have learned today, we have learned what are the methods of presentation. हमारे दो methods हैं presentation के, एक है impersonal, एक है interpersonal. हमने दो methods के बारे में पढ़ा, जहाँ पे impersonal है वो role specific है, और interpersonal में हमारी feelings, emotions और the way we treat people changes as per the demand of the situation. Also we talked about audience participation, कि हम audience को कैसे better interactive कर सकते हैं अपनी presentation में, अपनी presentation को more interactive कैसे कर सकते हैं, by adding different things, different element to your presentation. Thank you so much. Keep learning.